Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm here today to show you how I'm going to make a Disney Doorable Keychain out of a duplicate Alice that I received. I have been opening up the Disney Doorable lockers and I ended up with a duplicate Alice. So instead of having two lockers hanging around, I'm going to make a keychain. So to do that, I used a looper, some glue, a hand drill, a keychain kit I got from Amazon, some head pins, some jump rings, some silicone beads, and the accessories out of the locker along with Adorable. So to be able to make the keychain, I used my hand drill and drilled a hole through the accessories that I used a head pin and some beads to make a charm out of. The Disney Doorable that I drilled a hole straight through. On all Doorables, they have this little indentation on the bottom. I'm not sure what it's for, but it works pretty well to be kind of the center of the Doorable, and I just use that to drill straight through. So once you get all your Doorables drilled through and you're making a charm, and it's drilled through, you can add little seed beads or little glittery beads. I wanted to show you how I made the little charms. So I just put my beads on a head pin. I put my accessory on, and then you just create a loop to make the part that's going to hook to the keychain. So I just use my looper, and you can also use one of these round pliers to make the loop. For me, it's just easier with the looper that I have. So I'm just going to stick this in here, and then I go ahead and make my loop. And then so I have a loop for it to hang on my keychain. So once you get your charms completed, you can go ahead and start assembling your keychain. So how I do that is I take the top bead that's part of the keychain kit, and I use some glue, and I go ahead and just put a little, just a teeny tiny bit of glue in there. And then I take the rod part and I just screw it into that bead. And I make it sure it's nice and tight, and then it'll be secure with the glue so it doesn't fall off. And then I go ahead and add my silicone beads, or you can put it in any order you want. I just kind of like the silicone beads on top of the Doorable. So once I put my silicone beads on there, I add the Doorable. Okay. And then I do the same thing to the bottom bead of the keychain kit. Just add a little bit of glue. And I screw it on nice and tight to the bottom. That way we don't lose our Doorable or our beads. So this, you can stop here if you want, but you can also add the charms like I'm going to. So what I'm going to do is just grab my charms, and I have some pliers and some jump rings. So I'm going to add the jump ring to my charm to go ahead and add it to the chain that came with the keychain kit. So I'm just going to add it. Okay, I'm going to add my second charm. And then add my third. Okay, and once you get on all the charms on there the way you want them, you can also rearrange them if you don't like the way it looks. But there we have it. We have our Disney Doorable Keychain. Thank you guys for stopping by. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.